This should be a track meet tonight. You played in a number of systems. Did you prefer a faster game or a slower pace?
Oh, I preferred the fastest game. That's why I love the West Coast play. Now, you got some teams changing that, especially when you look at Milwaukee and Toronto. They play like West Coast teams, but, oh, I love the West Coast style of play, and I love playing fast. It's a lot more fun for everyone.
It is. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Green is out there with Bradley, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Outside, Green. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Davis kicks to McGee. Shoots over Tucker, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Houston. Pass to Harden. Here is House. Guarded by Green. Outside Westbrook. And he makes good on the layup.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
James, score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. And ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. Hey, he's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Here is McGee. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I got a chance to chat a little bit with Frank Vogel. His focus, trying to slow down the freight train that is Russell Westbrook. Coach said his competitive will is second to none. We've got to match his intensity if we're going to come out on top. That is a tall task, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Avery Bradley. To the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
Knocked loose. Green kicks to McLemore. Here's Carroll. Rebounded by Howard. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by James, and he comes up with the deuce. James has got 6 points.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
Outside Gordon. And there's the pass to Rivers. Outside Gordon. Back to Rivers with 1 on the clock. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Lakers lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second.
But I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I...
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Well, governing the split of second chance opportunities, Jay, I mean, that's what has them in the lead after 1.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rondo and Caldwell-Pope in the backcourt. Howard is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot.
And Gordon has always been a lethal perimeter shooter. When he gets a clean look, he doesn't hesitate pulling the trigger.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
McLemore, the pass to Green. Back to McLemore. Gordon against Kuzma. Gordon kicks to Green. Over Howard. And it's Green missing. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level sixth man for the rest of his career.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMarre Carroll. James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Rivers. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Bradley off the drive. 6 on the shot clock. In the corner, it's Gordon. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Gordon's got 6 points.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
The Lakers trail. Passes it to Davis. Shoots over Tucker. It's rebounded by Houston. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers. Gordon dishes to Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. Morris outside. Pass to Davis. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles. Morris with the block.
Oh, man, look at Morris. Use his reach to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
Outside Bradley. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And
Thanks, Kevin.
all right.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And so in the game for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward. Chalk up 2 there. That's now 8 points for LeBron. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, Chris, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, you know, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have a growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
Westbrook passes to Harden. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And it's 8 points for James Harden.
Oh, and that catch and shoot, Jay, from Harden is unblockable, just quickly shooting off the pass.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. McLemore has come in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. It's Harden with the drive.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
Lakers trail by 9. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. LeBron outside. Green against Kuzma. Back to James. 6 to shoot. Drops one in from the wing. James has got 10.
If there's ever a successful shot that still gets your coach mad at you, that's the one.
Pass to Tucker over Howard. Tucker can't get it to go.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Outside Rondo. Back to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Howard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rondo against Harden. Jacks up a three. LeBron grabs the miss. The drive by Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to James. Now just a 5-point Houston lead.
Yeah, you want to be successful. You got to make Rondo beat you with his jumper. You can't allow him to torch you on the drive.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Rebounds and loose balls, we gotta get them.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So the Lakers 5 right now. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Caruso in at the point. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The pass to Caruso over Westbrook, and that one's good. Caruso's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Lakers. Here's Westbrook. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Here's Caruso. It's good.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Oh, yeah, they're expanding a ton of focus and energy at the offensive end. But at the defensive end, it is just the opposite.
Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Over in the corner, Green. And he's good on the 3 ball. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Covington. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Green. Kicks it out to James. Here's Davis. And the slam dunk by McGee.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 2. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Trying to get open is Davis. Good!
Oh, I love how James takes hold of these possessions. When his team needs a basket, he steps up to the plate.
Westbrook against Bradley. Westbrook kicks to Harden. Gordon, the pass to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
James against Gordon, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. He throw good, Davis.
Comes through big. Now they can put everything they have into guarding against the three.
Here's James, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
But yeah, this is no let up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games. And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
Timeout called the Rockets. They're trailing by 6. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a 2-possession game, but that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring again.
And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
And guys, you know that during the last timeout, the guys are all reminding each other, hey, we don't have any left. What a huge error.
Certainly, Greg, not one we see very often, but it does happen. His mind was diverted on other things, I guess, not the timeout situation for sure. And so the Lakers take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, LeBron. The spotlight's on you all the time. How do you kind of put that to the side?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.